Shalom, shalom, Yasharallam. It's your brother Adar Gabar with a lesson through the Spirit, Lord willing, that's edifying and hit the souls of the elect. I want to give all praise to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets, a great millstone who will well in the spirit, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure and be sincere. And the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing, in the same spirit that they endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwatim that are believers of his word. Lord willing, they can continue to pursue to be a loving and silent, virtuous wife. But this lesson is really a basic lesson, but it should hit you double fold each and every time. We're going into walk as the children of light, and that's a statement, and you should really be walking in that statement, the children of light, which is the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're walking a path that everybody cannot walk, where you have terrain on the left and fire on the right, and you have spirits that are sent by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because they have a purpose too. They have to test you, and you being the children of light must examine yourself to see if you are of the faith. I'm going to go into Ephesians, the 5th chapter. And I'm going to read verse 8 to 14 in the KJV. And, I guess I should just read it in the NLT too, so that we can leave and feel edified, which means build up, right? So this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8 in the KJV. It says, "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Walk as children of light." The Lord blessed us and brought us in his ministry. Before we came in his ministry, we was in darkness. We was in a point of our lives of not knowing anything. By the grace and the mercy of the Lord, he have brought us into the light, which is really the understanding of Hamashiach Yahushai. Verse 9, "For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, or rather prove them," right? So if you're around unfruitful men and women, you want to prove them, right? By being the example, right? You could be around unbelievers, be around unbelievers and have that face expression that you're meditating on something. Always have a conversation ready about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or how good he is. Your spirit is going to be vexed when you see the ones that's in darkness don't want to hear that shit. Verse 12, it says, "For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret." Talking about the ungodly works, the ungodly acts. "But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, by Yahushai. For whatsoever doeth make manifest is light," right? So whatever is made manifest is light. So if you're manifesting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in your life or around you, guess what? You are light. It says, "Wherefore he saith, Awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and a Mashiach shall give thee light." The dead is the ones that are walking dead, that don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're not living. I keep saying this is not living. Without Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're not literally living. If you don't have a desire to seek, a desire to read, a desire to speak, the desire to have a thought, a desire to meditate, you are not of light. Having a 9 to 5 is not light. Just because you're providing is not light. Just because you get a little freaky doesn't mean that that's light. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is light. Now I'm going to read this through in the NLT. Ephesians 5 verse 8. For once you were full of darkness, but now you have light from the Lord. So live as people of light. For this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. Carefully determine what pleases the Lord. Carefully determine what pleases the Lord daily. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. Right? And from the minute of the Lord, that should be the highest thought, you know, to expose darkness, expose sin, expose wickedness, expose the MOTB, you know, which is physical. It is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret, you know. It's a shame. This is why we try to remove ourselves from old man conversations unless it's edifying and building us up to understanding the mercy of the Lord. But their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them, right? And that usually be just like in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, it says in that day, Jacob's trouble, that your sins would be your accuser. When you come into this truth, you feel guilty, right? You start taking accountability that you fucked up, right? But it just be the light in you exposing when you was wrong. For the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Hamashiach will give you light, right? Everybody is sleepwalking. When you go outside, even in your damn house, they could be, if we not waking up saying, yo, the water Yahabashim Al-Shai, like the elder apostles always say, you know, I'm just speaking because I'm learning under their feet, you know. He always say that you don't always have to do a long prayer, you know. You can say what's on your heart, say what's on your mind, say what you need, say the Lord's name, you know. This is what we must do, you know. It's important. It's our provocative. Wait, no. It's our there's a word that I'm looking for, but that's neither here nor there. It's our provocative. But at the end of the day, look, we gotta wake up, you know. Even when you in this truth each and every day, you feel like you're not awoke enough, you know. It's really your mission, you know. It's really your goal that you want to reach. You want more of the light in you, right? Let me get this side precept, St. John 3:30. This is John chapter 3, verse 30. It says, he must increase, but I must decrease. This is each and every day, you know. Do you see something new in you each and every day? Is you calling on the Lord more? Is you praying? You know, is you asking more questions? Is you being more persistent on seeing things spiritual? You know, the Lord is looking at all our actions as men and as women, let alone as a family, let alone as a brotherhood. You know, when you're teaching, when you're laboring, you got to shine for your other brother because he can be down. You know, this light consumes darkness, right? So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5, it says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. You got a cousin that sleep and you just want them in the truth because they not doing it. You got to think that you got to go higher for the elect's sake. That might not be the elect, but the more that you go higher as being the light, somebody else is going to gravitate. And sometimes you come in this thing, you be like, man, you remind me of my cousin. You know what? You remind me of my brother. And through the spirit, you grow these type of relationships, and it covers that lost feeling you had when your auntie or your uncle didn't come in this truth. This is not for fucking everybody. This is only for the elect. And you can't, we're not in this to call our best friends, our aunts and our uncles. It's the Lord who's calling who he's calling. And if your parents, your auntie, your homies wasn't teaching you, it wasn't for them. The Lord went through them like David's relatives. And the Lord chose David, right? But it's not for us to be boasting that I'm better than you, because you're a filthy rag. I'm a filthy rag. I'm a piece of shit. You a piece of shit. None of us got beamed up like Enoch or Elijah, right? So strive for this truth, right? We should be motivating each other to strive. If somebody not telling you they striving and you can see they striving, what the fuck is you doing? You know, you're supposed to be a reflection of the light to one another. Galatians 5:22. Actually, let me go to this one first. Galatians 6:3. Verse 2 first. It says, bear ye one another's burdens. That's what the light would do. You going through some shit. Hey, I'm here with you. What you need? Hey, yo, come over here. Let's have a lamb dinner. Right? You carrying each other's burden. Yo, hey, let me have a turn of carrying your book bag, your load. And so fulfill the law of Hamashiach. What was the law of Hamashiach? Love the Lord with all your heart, your might, and your soul, and love your neighbor. Love your brethren. You know, how is you loving your brother? By laying yourself down. You see he going off, you correct him. You see he need help, you sharpen his sword. For if a man think himself to be anything when he is nothing, he deceive himself. There's a lot of deceiving niggas deceiving their own self. But it's all Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Galatians 5:22. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love. What is love? Right? It's not something just by word. It's deed and truth. Joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Right? Because this is the Spirit is going to move in love. A deed in the action, not a damn feeling. Joy. Joy because it's good to get afflicted by the Lord. Yes, you is going to cry. But it's joy to be dealt with. You know, it's a joy to go outside and you look up and you see a plane, but then you see another light moving. But after that, what is next? Peace. Coming in this truth, you have peace. Of course, you got other problems, but it's peace in this truth. It's long suffering in this truth. You got to still work this dumbass 9 to 5. You still got to deal with having food stamps and you know that you're oppressed. You know, having all these kids, you don't got no servants. This is long suffering. You know, we are low. This is not living. I don't care how much fucking money you got. As a Hebrew Israelite, this is not living. Because where Yahushai at? I haven't had a glass with Yahushai. Right? Now, let's go to Romans chapter 12. A classic. Verse 1 and 2. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Right? This is a service. This is a job. You know, you're being a messenger. You're being a light example of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai on the earth. Verse 2, it says, be not conformed to this world, basically the customs, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Basically, let Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai transfer you into a new person by changing the way you think, right? That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God, right? Because this truth is a perfect thing. And we must establish this in our household. Better yet, let's get this homology for the word renew. Right? Brothers just brought this out at camp. Right? Because in order to be transformed, you got to be willing to be new.
Strong's G 342. Anakinosis.
Anakinosis. A renewal, Salaki. A complete change for the better. That's what we're renewing. You want a complete change for the better. What is the better? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It's only one good. That's Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. You know? Let me get this side precept. It's 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. But I just like how it rolls off the tongue in G&T. Right? This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15 in the G&T, the Good News Translation. Do your best to win full approval in the Most High sight as a worker who is not ashamed of his work, one who is correctly teaching the message of God's truth, which is the true men of the Lord, right? The Lord didn't put you in this truth to be ashamed. The Lord didn't put you in this truth to be a loser. You have to be a loser for him, but you have to finish the race. Brothers don't want to fulfill their duty to win the approval of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, but we want to win the approval of a woman. You want to win the approval of a wicked man. You want to win the approval of your boss. When you come in this thing, nobody is on your level, starting with the men of the Lord. You know, we got to start incorporating that in our minds, right? Going back to Ephesians, the 5th chapter, reading verse 10 and 11. It says, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, which we went to Romans, the 12th chapter, verse 1 and 2, verse 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather prove them, right? In the NLT, take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. We are here to expose the darkness by walking in the light. As men, you're teaching daily, right? And then for the women, you're teaching children. And if the Lord allow you, you're teaching single women at that too. You know, this ministry don't stop. Only time where you might look like you get a break is when you're asleep. And even when you sleep, you still having battles, right? This truth is more continual than the relationship you have in this reality with a man, or, you know, a man with a woman. Right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, reading verse 9, but I'll read verse 8. It says, therefore, let us keep the feast not with unleavened, right? This is just like Passover, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. This is why we say to the double honors to the apostles and mighty shalom to the hopeful elect and to the sisters, Lord willing, you can endure and be sincere in your lot, for the women being a loving, a silent, virtuous wife, for the men of the Lord, starting with the elder apostles all the way down, that they continue to believe and teach this word in sincerity and in truth, which the truth is Yahushai. I wrote unto you in an epistle, a letter, not to company with fornicators. Right now, it can go into somebody with sexual sin, same sex, and so on and so on. But if we go even further, you don't want to be in company with fornicators of other beliefs. When you go to Revelations 14, they were virgins. You know, they wasn't defiled with women. What is that woman? Not a physical freaking woman. All the men of the Lord is not virgins. That is talking about other ideologies. They was virgin. What is a virgin? Somebody that's not touched, right? So the real elect men have not really been touched by any other beliefs, right? As soon as you come to this knowledge and this truth, you don't stray away from it, right? So going to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Especially for you men, like it's saying, Sirach, choose your wife carefully. A woman can get a woman can have any man, a wicked man and a righteous man, but that's your damn lot. If the Lord really dealing with us and you really believe in the Lord, most of us would be patient. Most women the men of the Lord is in a higher level. You're not going to be picky on this side. You're going to choose the men of the Lord that's sincere. That's what you want, because all this shit is going to die. Your husband ain't going to look like how he going to look. You know, the men of the Lord is stepping into that God mindset. This is why men is not just dealing or have the mindset of just being with one woman. If it comes to that, it's just because how low our women is. The men of the Lord can't tolerate no nagging ass, talking back, aggressive, masculine woman. This is why men rather have options, you know. But the woman that is in this thing being sincere, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, he shut your ass down, you know. Those are the women that are an example for other women, but you are protected through the spirit that you don't need to be seen outside because there's a war going on outside, you know. That's the walk of faith where a woman is shamefaced to go outside because she know, oh, this is not my battle. What they what your mom always used to tell your father, you better choose your battles wisely. That battle is not for a woman outside. You better go get that food, go get what you need, and if you gotta go do something, have somebody with you, right? Because a woman is not thinking about the armor all the time because the armor is not for you. The armor is for the man. But through your faith, you put on armor. Right? That's amazing how Yahweh Shem Yahushai works. Back to Ephesians 5:12. Right? It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. In the NLT, it is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret. It's just a shame to talk about the things that they do unless we're talking about it in edifying. What not to do. Don't do this. But to memorize and joke and have a good time on it, that's not, especially if somebody is weak in the faith, they might fall back to that bullshit. Let's go to Romans chapter 1 and see what that says. Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Verse 23, it says, and change the glory of the incorruptible God into an image made like to an incorruptible man, in the birds and four-footed beasts and creepy things. In NLT, instead of worshiping the glorious ever-living God, they worship idols made to look like mere people or birds or animals and reptiles. For you niggas that's still saying Jesus, but his name is Yahweh Shai, and you just breaking down scriptures, Jesus, that's you putting another God in other people. We left Christianity. We not trying to be like them no more. That's an ignorant freaking name. And if they want to be edified, the true sheep is going to want to know the true name. Verse 24, I just had to say that. It says, wherefore God also gave them up to an uncleanness through the lust of their own heart, their mind. This is why you go the direction that you go. This is why a lot of men and women is built with so much emotion and feelings, is because you have an unclean spirit within you. You know, it says to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, right? Because in the NLT, it says, so God abandoned them to do whatsoever shameful things their heart desired. As a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's bodies. They traded the truth of God for a lie. They worship and serve the things God created instead of the Creator himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. Guess what? We're worshiping that image Jesus. And that's Caesar Borgia, who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai created. A damn Edomite, Italian, you know? Up, that's the spirit. Whatever is up must fucking fall down. You know? Ain't nobody running around. The light is about to tear shit down in this place, man. Right? Gotta close the gate. That's what it's all about. You gotta close the gate. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 13. It says, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. Right? People's evil imaginations or inventions will be exposed when the light is shined on them, or if the light is shined in the world. This is why, like what Cat Williams said, is about to be a huge revealing. Soon as the Lord increased knowledge in the earth, the men of the Lord been revealing shit. The men of the Lord been doing this. through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because it's really Yahweh Bashim Yahushai revealing, man. That's what revelations means. Reveal. Reveal. We should be revealing the truth to our children. This is St. John chapter 3, verse 20 and 21 in the KJV. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deed should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrote in God. But when you go to St. John, it's really Yahweh that draws you to his son, and Yahweh Shai raise you up in these last days. Just as the same, Yahweh Shai enables you in his ministry because he's seen you faithful. You didn't bring yourself in this thing. You didn't bring your surrounding, the brothers that you labor with, the household that you have. That was the gathering of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give thee light. Who is asleep? The ones that's dead in the valley of the shadow of death. Right? When you go to Psalms 23, what is the valley of the shadow of death? It's the uttermost part of the earth, America. Right? See? Whatever is up must fall down. That's a second time. You know? The light is continually shining and the dark cannot apprehend it. Everything I'm saying on the sidebar is because something keep falling that's high up that nobody is shaking in this house. That's 2 times. And what the scriptures say, let me get that on the side. Just because of that. Let me get that. Let me get that. Salaki family, bear with me. This is Job chapter 33 verse 14. For the Most High speaketh once and yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. Guess what? I heard you. I heard him. I know. And that's nothing. That's a little thing right there. But that just means the Lord is always trying to speak to his children. Did you take the spiritual earwax out your ear? Are you listening? Can you really see what's going on outside in the world? To you niggas in the back, I'll answer for you. Nope. Right? Let's go to Isaiah real quick. I'm going to read this one in the KJV and the NLT because this thing is smacking. This is Isaiah chapter 23, verse 18 and 19 in the KJV. It says, we have been with child. We have been in pain. We have, as it were, brought forth wind. We have not wrought any deliverance in the earth. Neither have the inhabitants of the world falleth. Thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in the dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. In the NLT, verse 18, we too writhe in agony, but nothing comes of our suffering. We have not given salvation to the earth, nor brought life into the world. But those who die in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will live. That's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15 and 17, right? So, but those who die in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth, right? Sleep basically is the walking dead that don't know what's fucking going on. Those that are sleeping in the earth will rise up. They will rise up and sing for joy. What was they singing? The song of Moses and the song of Yahweh Shai, right? For your life giveth light, with fall like dew on your people in the place of the dead. Where's the place of the dead? America. This is the valley of dry bones that Ezekiel was speaking of, baby. Right? Let me get you this because I want you to know that brothers are singing. I might not be part of the band, but brothers are singing. This Revelations 15 and 3. They sing the song of Moses, which is the law, the Torah, right? And the prophets, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb. That's Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. The parables, the dark sayings, the prophecies, saying great and marvelous. are thy works, Lord Yahweh God Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of the saints. What is they singing? Let's see. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see, thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. So if you really teaching, are you teaching in the spirit of prophecy? Now, guess what? Yahushai is really in you, baby. Because this is what we here for, to give forth the testimony of Yahushai. Sidebar, Yahushai is getting ridiculed, man. And he was in front of all of the niggas that we seeing now and trying to say, I'm here, the one y'all was looking for. Niggas didn't believe, but you got like Nathaniel. Oh, this is the one. This is the Son of God. This is the one Moses was speaking of. Everybody not gonna get it. They'll say, man, it's not about the old no more. It's the new. Then you saying it's not really about Yahushai. You just hop right in the New Testament, but can you see him in the old? No, I don't see him in the old just yet. Then that mean the Lord not dealing with you. Where's the light, baby? Oh, let me flick it on. Nah, if it's not within you, that light don't have no bearing. Right? Let me get another side one. Let's go to the history. Let's go to the history. 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. And you should really read this chapter because it's a classic dealing with David. 1 Samuel 16 and 7. But the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on the countenance or the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. This is why the men of the Lord on this side is not looking like men. We looking like gods, bro. In the time we in, the men are supposed to be moving like gods, right? We supposed to be moving like Yahushai. A woman's supposed to have the highest respect for her man. Like whatever feeling that you got and this man is still serving the Lord, you got to throw that out, because whatever his mind is not yours. You don't make the decisions for this man, right? And a man don't make decisions for himself. It's all the Lord, baby. Whatever a man gets is from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. If it's wicked, that was a wicked reward from the Lord. Now your light can make that woman believe. If the Lord get a woman that's willing to serve, that's a gift from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Some brothers is blessed with a wife. Some brothers is blessed without a wife. Because it's better not to have a wife, because you can dedicate your whole life to the Lord. But then the Lord might bless you with 1, 2, 3. But do you think if the Lord gave you 2, 3, 4 wives, what is that man doing? That man is going to double up more, because that's gifts in his face. Then kids, he's looking like, oh, I got to endure even more from my children. The Lord is not seeing how man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord Yahweh looketh on the heart. Every day the Lord is looking at what's your heart like, B? What's on your mind, B? When you go to Revelations, the Lord is knocking at the door. In the gospel, it says those will open up the door immediately. Revelation, he said, I'll sup with you. You think he's going to say, hey, what you made for dinner? Yahushai, when he was hungry, he was like, oh, do you need food? Did you? He said, nah, my work is he said, labor not for the food that perishes, but labor for the food that's for everlasting life. Yahushai was about his father's business. So when Yahushai sup with you, he trying to see, what was you learning? What was you doing? What did you receive? Right? Because when we go to Luke, the 2nd chapter, Yahushai is learning and asking questions of the men that sit in the seat of Moses. That's how he's supping with you, right? He's asking you questions and he answering your questions. James 1 and 5, if you lack wisdom, ask the Lord. What you think that is? That's you supping. That's you when you praying in the back of the Lord, please give me more increase in your wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You asking him. Then when you start growing, that's you receiving your damn answer. You know? Or the Lord bring you to one of the men of the Lord that's teaching this understanding. Woo! Let's go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. Right? It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai is risen upon thee. I'll read it in NLT. It says, arise, Jerusalem. He ain't speaking to the freaking world. He's speaking to the people of Israel. Let your light shine for all to see. For the glory of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai rises to shine on you. The light just don't shine because you're wearing a damn dress. The light don't shine because I'm a Hebrew. What is you doing? Kids got to show their light. Men got to show their life. Wives got to show their wives. Daughters got to show their life. How do you do it, Sway? By your actions. Wait, hold on. Let's get another little classic one. Let's go to 1 John 3 and 18. This is how you show your light each and every day. Verse 18, it says, my little children. For the elect, you are children now because you came back in this truth. And for the other children, my little children, let us not love in word. My kids can't just tell me they love me. My wife can't, I love you. That's just a word. Neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. I'll read it for the NLT, just for the ones that's more fired up for that one verse. Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. Our actions will show that we belong to the truth. So we will be confident when we stand before the Lord. Even if we feel guilty, God is greater than our feelings, and he knows everything. Dear friends, if we don't feel guilty, we can come to the Most High with bold confidence, and we will receive from him whatever we ask because we obey him and do the things that please him. The Lord even says back in the Torah, if we do things that's pleasing unto him, he'll make your enemies be at peace with you. Right? If you in the world and you got a new promotion and you ain't serving Yahweh Shem Al Shai, that is not a blessing from Yahweh Shem Al Shai. But if you in this truth and you dedicated, that is how you can look at, oh, okay, the Lord is making my enemy be at peace with me. Hey, this extra few dollars can have me pay for this, and I can have a few extra dollars for this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back up because that one verse right there was hitting. Verse 18 in the NLT again, it says, dear children, let us not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. Our actions will show that we belong to the truth. Your actions, not your feelings, not your emotions. Your actions show you belong to the truth. Who's the truth? Yahweh. I had to whisper because it's not for everybody. So we will be confident when we stand before the Lord. Every day you're standing in front of the Lord because his power, his face is everywhere. Right? Let's go to Romans 13:11, another classic. We call this a classical song. Romans 13:11. And that we knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is your salvation nearer than we believe. Wake up, nigga. Because if you ain't in this thing, you still a nigga. We got to wake up. Just because you woke up at 8 o'clock, now you going to work, that don't mean you woke. You woke to go to work, but you ain't work for the Lord. The Lord really is the manager. Yahweh Shem Al Shai is the boss. He's the creator. He's the real father. He owned this shit. He owned you. So you got to wake up in his creation. This is the Lord's creation. You got to wake up in the place of judgment, which is under the sun, Ecclesiastes 3:16. If this is not hitting you for your own self, go reading them scriptures the same way in the same direction, and you hearing the same understanding yourself. Oh yeah, you not even woke, baby. You're not even a child of the Lord. It's supposed to hit you, right? Let's get it. We almost out of here. Now we got to go to the gospel so we can close out. We can go to St. John, the 12th chapter, verse 13. Salaki, verse 35. Please forgive me. St. John chapter 12, verse 35. Getting a little bit too excited. It says, then Yahweh Shai said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light. Now, the craziest thing, we walked with Yahweh in our past life, but right now we ain't walking with him, right? I got a precept for that just now. It just came to mind. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. We got the light with us, right? So you got to always work on that light because the flesh is weak. The spirit is not. The spirit is willing. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. Oh, man. While ye walk, or while ye have the light, believe in the light. While you got Yahweh Shai with you, believe in him. He's right in front. It's niggas that was walking with Yahushua and didn't believe. Why did Judas do what he did? Did Peter really believe at that moment? Because he denied Yahushua. He came back believing, right? You got to really, to walk with Yahushua is to truly believe in him. How can you say you walking with Yahushua and you don't believe in him? It's like having a friend and this is my best friend, but you really, man, no, he not. This is really my best friend. I just said that. Then that's, you fake as hell. 36 again, while ye have light, believe in the light that ye may be the children of light. These things spake Yahushua and departed and did hide himself from them. Right? This is why the men of the Lord, in a minute, the Lord is about to hide us from y'all. Right? The verse I wanted just to show you that we should obey him in the absent, I believe is Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Go look outside. Go call his name in the house. Yahushua. Yahushua? He's not here. So we got to obey him even more in the absence. But through the Spirit, he is here, because the only way you'll know is by the Rakak Wadash. Because he said he was going to send, the Father was going to send the Comforter in his name unto you and teach you all things. Now you got Yahushua. St. John 15, Yahushua, if you abide in him, he abide in you. If you abide in Yahushua, you abide in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Now you are one with the great power. Let's go to St. John chapter 8, verse 12. You know, this is the good news. In the KJV, it says, then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world, literally, in the world of Israel. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. So if we walk with Yahushua, you have the light. You are the Jedi. You know, like it said in the song, I'm focused on these scriptures. We got to be focused on Yahushua. You could be focused on those scriptures all damn day, but if you're not focused on Yahushua, you don't believe in Yahushua, you're not exalting Yahushua, you ain't worshiping Yahushua. Where some brothers, oh, them brothers, they worship Yahushua. Yes, I do. For 500, please. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Who? You out your mind if you ain't in this thing to worship Yahushua. He created you. He created this ministry. Now we in the same chapter and we finishing the story. 48 to 49. Hey, you should go read all of these for yourself if you truly believe. Verse 48. It says, then answered the Jews and said unto him, say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and has a devil? Yahushua answered, I have not a devil, but I honor my Father, and ye do dishonor me. And I seek not my own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth. Now that's fire. This man had the power, and he didn't even seek his own glory. He had discipline. How much more us on this side? Why is niggas trying to get their glory on this side? You just play your role as a man, as a husband, as a brother. That's what you got. That's all you got right now. Humble yourself, because Yahushua did. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my sayings, first the man. First the man. The women is going to follow the men of the Lord, just like Mary was following under Yahushua's feet. Women have to follow men. He shall never see death. Then said the Jews unto him, how we know that thou hast a devil? Abraham is dead, and the prophets. And thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead? Whom makest thou thyself? And Yahushua answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. Come on. Galatians 6 and 3. You deceive your own self when you think you something, son. Yahushua knew, man, I'm lower than Yahweh. What to do? Oh, you're good. No, I'm not good. There's only one good, Yahweh. Why would Yahushua say that? Oh, let's think. Solomon went off. Solomon is Yahushua through the Spirit. He committed a sin. Yahushua not good, but when he came as himself, He became a better version, but he was a real version when he descended up to the Lord. Woo! 54 again, Yahushua answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that he is your God. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar unto you. But I know him and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Now that ruffled some feathers when he said that. Yahushua was already here. You know, Yahushua was here when Abraham had the three angels visit him. It was one angel that was majestic, and Abraham bowed down to him. We just read in Revelations 19 and 10 where John the Revelator bowed down to a fellow servant, which is an angel. He said, no, I'm your fellow servant. I'm your brother. Don't bow to me, because that angel wasn't Yahushua. Why that angel didn't, the majestic angel, why he didn't say, Abraham, don't bow down to me, I'm your fellow, because that was Yahushua. Come on, Yahushua is an angel. 56 again, your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham? And even more, Abraham got to see Yahushua as a baby, because through the spirit he was Isaac. And then Yahushua created good and evil. And then through the flesh, Yahushua, if he is Isaac through the spirit, Yahushua created the sons of God. Yahushua created the sons of the wicked. Who is the sons of the wicked? Esau, who is the borderline of wickedness. Malachi chapter 1, verse 58. It says, Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. And really, when you go back to Moses, I am who I am, but it just goes in, Yahushua gave you his name. That's who he is. When he say I am, who he say he was? Yahushua, the son of God. He is who he say he is. When the Lord told Moses his name, I am. In our talk, how we would say it, he is who he say he is. Who is he? The existing one. What does existing means? Yahweh. And Yahushua is who he is. And what is Yahushua? He saves, he redeems. Did not Yahweh tell Moses to go to get his people, to redeem them? Moses was showing that example of Yahushua saving the people. It's the last verse. It says, then took they up stones to cast at him. But Yahushua hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. And this is how people is doing it now. Psalms 118:22, you know, the builders rejected the stone. And this was marvelous in the Lord's eye, because he knew the hearts of his creation. And he knew everybody, Salaki, Lord, when you still heard me, he knew that everybody wasn't going to be a faithful servant. When you go to Numbers 12 and 7, it says Moses was a faithful servant. When you go into the etymology of faithful, it means he was a supporter of the door. Moses believed in Yahushua. He wrote about Yahushua, you know, and to really have faith is to have faith of things you don't see. And if you don't have faith in the things you don't see, you might as well go pick up a stone, because you are not a child of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Lord willing, this is edifying to the true children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Walk as the children of light and not of the children of this world. With that, shalom, shalom. Our praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. To be the light, you must go the distance. Shalom.